Hello, everybody. Just about ready to get started. Welcome, Kirk. Sorry, seeing a little desync between what I'm seeing and what chat is seeing. Weird. But anyway, spooky. No. I think from the standpoint of Aviary Attorney, we're going for what I assume to be the bad ending. The catacomb music appropriately playing on the soundtrack as we are going to go back there and this time leave our friend for dead. And I guess we see what happens. What are the consequences for that, I guess? I'm sure this is not going to be the good ending by far. Hopefully you're doing well today. Go pause the music and open the game. If you go by Hitchcock's movies, birds are scary. It's true. Listen, they'll ambush you in like telephone booths and whatever. They'll stare at you from the playground. It's all over. I hope you're doing well, Calvisham. Rick saying, doing alright. Moved a lot of stuff around my partner to clean up, eating pancakes I made. Interesting. Pancakes for dinner. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, B was the longest of the days. That one was probably the good ending. The neutral ending was 4C. Let's go for the worst ending. Wanted to do for breakfast, but didn't have time. Fair. I'm gonna skip to the beginning of the trial. Right as they pull a gun. So what happens if we stay silent twice? I know, we gotta skip to the gun. Hope you're doing well, Chris. Rico's going to die if you don't say something. Stay silent. Falcon ... Doesn't matter. None of this matters. Wow, we went very nihilist in like 5 minutes. What? Do you have any last words? She says without a question mark for some reason. Just pull the trigger and be done with it. Sorry to hear you're dealing with construction work. There's nothing more to see here. Let's go. Wow. we checked out. We're like, listen, we entered the bone zone. We're like, no, it's over. we have seen unimaginable things there. It's all over. It's the third bullet, exactly. We're waiting for it. Yeah, it was a pretty quick trial. Falcon? Falcon, stop! What the hell are you doing? Where are you going? Look around you, Sparrowson. That cat bourgeois are getting away with murder. Wolves have infested the courts and churches. Chad is gonna have to migrate somewhere as I read the dialogue. We'll put you up here, Chad. How's that? Severin Cocorico, perhaps the most righteous person in all of France, is lying dead at the hands of an unruly mob. Justice is dead, Sparrowson. Doesn't have to be like that. You could have done something to save Severin. You want to be a heroic lawyer so badly? Fine. Go be a hero. You don't need my help. Key to the Aviary Attorney office. Take it. We'll figure it out where chat's gonna go. There we go. We'll put you over here. Since apparently just every corner is used. What? What are you? Welcome, Grenadite. Hope you're doing well. No, stop with the melodrama, Falcon. We hurry, we'll be able to tell Inspector Volaretti what we saw, and he'll be able to arrest the rebels before they escape. So do it. You don't need me to hold your hand. Oh, where'd the period go? Oh no, he ate the period. And when you see the inspector, make sure you tell him this. The Viridian killer has returned. Oh, sorry, wrong person speaking. And make sure to tell him this. The Viridian killer has returned. The Viridian killer? I don't understand. Falcon, where are you going? Falcon leaves and the game introduces Eagle, Freedom Attorney. There you go. I think we will end up possibly a prosecutor. I guess is what's happening here, because we gave up our eternity key. Falcon! Aetherius Gaming says, as someone who has no idea what this game is nor what's going on, this gives me out of a boyfriend vibes. I only tangentially know about that game. I don't think it's quite the same. And we're attorneys right before French Revolution. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. I mean, we clearly weren't in the murder room earlier. But hope you're doing well, Aetherius. Do you wish to continue? I mean, you probably shouldn't, but we'll continue. Oh, back to Counterlean. Yeah, she kind of just dropped off of importance after literally Act 1. My, to think that Papa would buy this place just for little old me. I must throw a party to celebrate. Let's see, I'll need some lights, some decorations, and some world-class cuisine. Bloody rare steak, perhaps? It does look like she's wearing a cone. But what to do about music? Oh, I should ask my papa if he knows any pop stars. Someone cool like Monsieur Liszt. You disgust me. Who said that? It was you, Dame Counterlean. It was you who showed me the ugly face of injustice. It was you who taught me that our court system is corrupt to the core. It was you who made me realize that, if a man desires justice, he must bring it about with his own two hands. His own two freakishly human hands in this bird-cat world. I don't like where this is going, and I also like it, exactly. An unruly mob to fit the scene. Well, at least the mob this time might be actually cats or something. What's with that mask? Monsieur Falcon, is that you? The birds do have hands. Falcon is dead. He perished in the graves that lie under our very feet. You could call me the Viridian Killer. The Viridian? Damn, chat, we had enough. Act 4A. Liberté. Sparrows and ... See his perfectly normal human hands behind his back? You love the perfectly normal human hands on the bird. What am I supposed to do now? ... Falcon? Oh, it's you, Inspector. Monsieur Sparrowson, I must congratulate you. Thanks to your quick actions on Wednesday, we're able to find and apprehend the rebel leader while she still lurked in her den. I was just doing my duty, Inspector. Think of human hands just as Ferris can hold that pose all the time? Definitely. Don't be so modest. Lesser men wouldn't have delved into the catacombs so brazenly. You're a hero. But Cocorico died, and I can't help but feel that I could have done something to save him. Cocorico died, an honorable and righteous man. His sacrifice wasn't for nothing. Still, Sparrowson, if you're looking to redeem Cocorico's death in a fitting manner, then I have the perfect gift for you. Here, take it. What's this? It looks like a license to practice law. Does this mean? Correct. In light of the extreme circumstances, the king has granted you the power of an interim prosecutor. Oh, he became the prosecutor. I guess that makes sense. I mean, I felt like one of us was going to be the prosecutor, but we just straight up became a killer in the other one. There's that, I guess. And his death set on Falcon set his path of vigilante justice, apparently. We had enough of being called the Viridian Killer, so we just became one. I guess that's fair. Getting tired of being told you're something, might as well do it. Legal license has been added to your evidence folder. Oh, we still have money. Provisional license that grants Ferrison the powers of a public prosecutor. It's just not the same as an attorney badge, chat. Wow, I'm an officially qualified lawyer, and as a prosecutor, no less. This is just temporary, you understand. But if you prove yourself, who knows? Maybe I can pull some strings to make it permanent. This is amazing, but wait, why have you given me this? I'm glad you ask. We need a prosecutor to lead the case against Leon Beaumort, the ringleader of the rebel group. Ever explain why there's felines in the aviary word? Oh no, just you, oh. Poor Ditherius has not seen the motley crew of characters we've come across. I mean, just look at that crocodile. He's just so happy to be there. Humort, the scary-looking lioness? Correct. I'd be honored to take the job, but why aren't you asking one of the other prosecutors, like, I don't know, Rupert Rabbington? Rabbington, ha! I wouldn't trust that klutz to make my tea, let alone handle a case as important as this. Sparrowson, you clearly have nerves and brains. Okay. I'm confident that you're ready to take this on. Well, that's known as lying, but already. Okay, I'll do it. ... So, what do I do? Well, your job as a prosecutor is to interview Beaumort. We've already beat all the information we can get out of her. You must read Beaumort her charges and see if you can uncover any new facts. Right, got it. And, what charges would those be? There are 3. I need someone to take the fall, kind of. First, the murder of Severin Cocorico. Of course. Second, conspiring to incite a rebellion. Makes sense. Third, the murder of Dame Caroline de Miao. Right. Oh, wait, what? Oh, you didn't hear the news? On Friday evening, there was an enormous explosion at Chateau Crenier. Only one person was inside at the time, Dame Caroline de Miao, and she was killed instantly. What was she doing there? I thought Baron Rorigale owned the household. In light of the Baron's death, his properties were auctioned off. The de Miaos were the ones to purchase the chateau. We suspect Dame Caroline was touring the hall for the first time when she met her fate. Also, I wonder if her being in the chateau is a play on the fact that I think, like C-H-A-T is cat in French. I wonder if they did that on purpose with the species, in hindsight. But anyway. This is surreal, Sparrowson says with his human hands. But wait, you arrested Leon Beaumort straight after I met you, right? And that was on Wednesday afternoon. How could she possibly be guilty of committing a crime on Friday evening if she was in custody at the time? Simple, she has a large gang. She didn't plant the explosives herself, but we can be sure that she gave the order. I don't understand the motive. Did Leon Beaumort hate Dame Caroline? Come on, Sparrowson. Been granted prosecutor powers. Let's start thinking like a prosecutor. Oh, are we gonna start planning evidence and accusing people and making sure the defense attorneys have less than 3 days? Right, chat? I mean, that's what we would do if we were following the idols. Right. Okay. Beaumort ordered to have Dame Caroline killed because... ... Oh, is chat gonna choose an option? Oh, there you go. There you go, chat. Well, we know we're wrong, but what wrong answer do you want to respond with? Is it A, she wanted revenge, B, she hates the bourgeois, or C, she wanted a reaction? I mean, like, you like the second one? Sure, why not? It was an attack on the bourgeois. A rebel like Beaumort would no doubt have deep hatred of the higher classes of society. Even in jail, she wants them dead. It's a good theory. You seem to have a solid grasp of the rebel mindset, at least. Anyway, you may also want to see the crime scene for yourself. Chateau Crenier? Yes, it's just a giant mound of rubble now, but as a prosecutor, you ought to see it with your own eyes. Right, got it. The trial's in 3 days' time. Wow, this really is Ace Attorney. Beaumort's fate is all but guaranteed, so just turn up to the courthouse and you'll be fine. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait a minute, Inspector, about Falcon. You told me you turned cowardly and fled. What of it? ... Never mind. I'm sorry your friend ran away, Sparrowson, but try to focus on the case. That's what matters. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to be the best prosecutor Paris has ever seen. Well, to be fair, the bar is pretty low. The rabbit prosecutor is pretty terrible. I guess I'll go to the chateau first. The smoldering ruins of the chateau. This is Chateau Crenier. Wow, it's completely destroyed. I think this is where the foyer was. Or foyer, excuse me. So, the main hall must be the big pile of charred rubble over there. Must have been one heck of an explosion. How many gunpowder kegs were used? Aha! A lawyer! Oh no, Rubinio's back, chat. Oh! His hands are slightly more normal compared to ours, question mark. Rubinio, don't sneak up on me like that. Wait, shouldn't you be doing community service at the Louvre? Nope, I've done my time. Now I'm free to follow my passion. Your passion of scaring people? No, bird brain, my passion of wartime photography. See, when I heard the massive explosion last week, I knew that I could just get some juicy action shots. I was one of the first on the scene. Juicy action shots? Haven't you heard? Photographs of violence, death, and mayhem all make for great photograph opportunities. Classy. Don't judge me. People will pay big money for this stuff. Art galleries, newspapers, lawyers. Speaking of which, where's that partner of yours, the big guy? We don't work together anymore. Really? That's unfortunate. Managed to get this great photograph of the event, and I figured if he was attached to the case, he might be interested in it. Hey, I'm working on this case. Show me. You are? Really? All right, then. This is your great photograph. It's blurry. I can't make anything out. Well, yeah, need at least 30-second exposure for a good picture. Not my fault that stupid people move around and ruin it. What good is a blurry picture to me? I can touch it up if you want. Draw over the blur, add some details. Chat, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure I joked. We're just gonna make up some evidence earlier. I swear I made that joke. Wow, we really are Phoenix writing. We really are following Edgeworth stuff. Yeah, zoom, enhance. Chat, the evidence is whatever you want it to be. We're the best, chat. No doctoring. Bad, Rubinio. Geez, you lawyers are a confusing bunch. Look, this is the only photograph of the event. Do you want it or not? I'll take it. Fine, I'll take it. Oh, fine, I'll take it off your hands. Whoa, I didn't say you could have it for free. 20 francs. 20 francs for that garbage? 20 francs for this work of art that I could sell to a collector for 10,000 francs. You're robbing me blind at 20. 10. Nuh-uh, no bartering. 20 or no photograph for you. The silhouette is oddly falcon-shaped, yeah, pretty much. Wow, we could tell him to keep your garbage. You know what? We don't have a purpose for money anymore. I might as well just take it. All right. Here's your money, you thief. And here's your photograph. It's a pleasure doing business with you, buddy. Blurry photograph has been added to your evidence folder. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a crime scene to examine. Yes. That is indeed a big pile of rubble. ... Does Inspector Villaretti really expect me to trawl through all this wreckage for clues? I'll be here all day and night. Looking for gold and valuables, forget it. Looters picked the place clean within hours after the explosion. I'm not here for gold, I'm looking for clues. Sure you are. Well, either way. Can I make a suggestion? From one buddy to another. Try the garden. The garden? The explosion disintegrated the whole front of the house. The back was pretty much untouched. Is that where the murder took place, in the garden? I can really tell. If there are any clues left, I'd wager that'd be the place to look. Oh, thanks, Rubinio. That's a big help. Oh, I was hoping for a tip or something. Poor Rubinio. Huh. Rubinio was right. This place is practically untouched. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like from the fountain they shot and then they saw it or something. It's almost identical to when I was last here. Well, I guess it's time to go clue hunting. Well, start with the bottom left. The statue's a little quiet. Maybe he's just a little hoarse. Let's see what he did there. Alright, let's look at the other statue in the upper left. Statue is innately beautiful. Wouldn't you say, Falcon? Dot dot dot. Oh, he's trying to pun, but he's got nobody to bounce off of. That's so sad. I still don't like those little cherub people. They can't be trusted. Wow, okay. That was a little different than the others. Hey, Falcon, I have a joke. Horse walks into a bar and... Never mind. The fountain is still running. I wonder who pays for the maintenance costs. I can't quite see the inside the top basin from here. I can't imagine there would be another mystery cigar. I'm gonna take a look anyway. Couldn't hurt to take a look, I suppose, but I refuse to get my feet wet. Oh yeah, did they have the human feet or bird feet? I don't remember. I'm almost too scared to look and find out. There's something dangling out the top. If I stand on my tiptoes, I could just about reach it without falling in. I did it! I'm trying to read the text in the upper right. The problem is I cannot read French. It says Sparrowson. Royez en vous? I don't know what Croyez is. I think it's like in you. Sparrowson blank in you. I don't know French, but I'm gonna guess from context clues, it's gonna mean something like believe in yourself. I'm guessing that's what it says. Let's find out though. We're gonna click. Right, chat? That's feeling in your heart what that means. I don't know what it means, but let's see if I'm close. I see some writing. It's a little smudge from the water, but I could still read it. Let's see. Sparrowson, believe in yourself. Oh, I'm so good, chat. Oh, take that, other languages. Nice try. No way. This message is for me. Did Falcon write this? Did he leave this message here because he knew I would check the fountain? But that means, did Falcon play a part in the explosion at the Chateau Crenier? Oh man, so many questions. I should definitely stash this away. Might be a key piece of evidence in the trial. Fountain note has been added to your evidence folder. I'm on fire today, chat. The trial better look out. I'm gonna smoke it. Nothing else to click on. I'm doing the tried and true spin the mouse in a circle to see if anything lights up. Oh! There is something else to look at on the stairs. This was the spot where Monsieur Grenouille was killed. The bloody patch is no longer sticky, but the stain remains. Okay. I don't see any other prompts. Doing a quick little skim. I think we got everything we needed. I'm done here. Bye, garden. Bye, fountain. Bye, horses and creepy cherubs. You're back. Find anything interesting? Okay, Chad, how are we responding to Rubinio? Are we gonna respond to him with, yup, or nope, or that's none of your business? What are you feeling in your heart, Chad? Rubinio has been robbing us this whole time, to give further context. Chad's contemplating deeply. There are many choices. I want to say 2 or 3, but Sparrowson is an idiot, so probably 1. Okay, we'll go with what Sparrowson would do. Yep. Oh, do share. It's nothing you'll be interested in. It's lowering stuff. Well, best be getting on my way. Good day. Ahem. Yes? Do I receive a tip for generously letting you in on such a valuable lead? Is it gonna be like, here's a tip, stop being a greedy thief? Are we gonna do that to him, chat? We're gonna hit him with the mortal backhand? Oh, yeah, see, look! Uh-oh, chat. Uh-oh. Wow, I'm on fire today. Well, we can make that our choice, where our options are, sure, here's a tip, ... or sure, here's 5 francs. What do you say, chat? What do you feel in your heart you want to say to him here? We could definitely tell him off. There's no way that's not a tell off. I already felt it in... I did the soul read on the script, chat. It's real. I think I'm gonna go with the soul read. He pulled out a pistol? Yeah, let's see what he says. I want to hear the burn. Oh, it was kind of a boring tip. Oh, I don't like him giving actual advice. Sure, here's a tip. You quickly remove the skin from potatoes by boiling them for a few minutes and then dunking them in cold water. That's actually a great tip. There you go, a new day. Who would have thought, chat? Life lessons. What happens if I go back to the attorney office? What does he say? No time for moping around here. I've got a case to solve. Okay. Just wanted to see. Let's go to the concierge to read out the charges. I don't know if it'll make a difference now that we have evidence. Hello there. Another police officer. You look a little short for an interrogation specialist. Oh, no, I'm not an officer. My name is Sparrowson. I'm a prosecutor, see? Totally different. What does that slip say? Interim prosecutor? I knew I wouldn't be getting out of here alive, but they didn't have to insult me by putting some junior lawyer on my case. Hey, I'm no junior, I'm the real deal. Nice try. I saw the issue date on that slip. You're as fresh-faced as they come. Yeah, well, fresh-faced or not, I'm the one that's in charge of prosecuting you. The first things first, you are Leon Beaumont, are you not? Yeah, that's me. Okay, great, I'm in the right jail cell. That's a good start. Now, mademoiselle, I have to read your... Don't call me mademoiselle. Do I look like a child to you? Well, children don't normally lead rebellions, I guess. Just temper tantrums. Anyway, madam, I have to read you your charges. Let's see where to start. Well, I'm going to just start at the top. I don't see a reason to not do this in order. Let's start with the murder. You're being charged with the murder of Severin Cocorico. And I know you're guilty of that because I saw it with my own eyes. Really? You saw that bird's death? Yep, I was lingering in the shadows. I heard your speech. I saw you put the pistol to his head and pull the trigger. I watched your expression. You didn't show a hint of remorse. You really were there. I had no idea we were being watched. I gave you too little credit. I thought you were a law school dork, but now I find out you're some sort of spy. I am like a spy, aren't I? The name's Sparrowson. Sparrowson. Licensed to practice law for the immediate future. My mistake, you're still a dork. Oh, well, at least I'm not a murderer. So a little birdie told me, I love that. This schoolyard banter is idiotic. Read me my next charge. Inciting a rebellion. You're being charged with conspiring to incite a rebellion. I suppose I would be a fool to deny that. But you know, I never wanted violence. I thought, maybe if I could do things right, this could be a peaceful revolution. I find that easier to believe, madam, if hundreds of weapons weren't found in your catacombs hideout. Blame the wolf and the crocodile who pushed me into buying them. You'd like to elaborate on that? Not really. I take full responsibility for my own actions. Read me my next charge. The murder of Cataline de Miao. You're being charged with the murder of Dame Cataline de Miao. Who? She's a bourgeois kitten. Small, sickly sweet, flutters her eyelashes, but pulls out your heart when you least expect it. Kind of literally, she murdered in the beginning of the game. I have no idea who this person is. Well, there was an explosion at Chateau Criniere on Friday evening, and Inspector Volaretti is confident you were behind it. Last Friday, when I was sitting in this jail cell. Yep, that Friday. I have no idea why the police feel like tacking some random, unrelated charge onto my list of crimes. But it makes no difference. Even without that charge, I'm guaranteed to face the guillotine blade, right? Right. Or the noose if the judge is sick of guillotines that day. But madam, I want to do my job right, and part of that involves not prosecuting you for crimes you didn't commit. If there's any way you could prove you weren't involved in the explosion at Chateau Crenier, please, tell me now. She's literally in jail. I would ... that too, Bumort. No, let them charge me. Maybe I'll be taking the fall for some poor sod who doesn't deserve to be punished. That's not how justice works, madam. You know nothing of justice. Go on, what's my next charge? Actually, it looks like that's everything. Well, madam, I'll see you in court shortly. I'll try to get to the bottom of the Chateau Crenier business, but in any case, I advise you to make peace with this world. Wait, it was Sparrowson, wasn't it? Let me ask you something before you go. Imagine Falcon springs her out. He could. Do you resent me for killing your friend? Ooh. How do you think we should respond to this one, chat? Is it A, I do resent you, or B, I don't resent you? Or C, Coco Rico wasn't a friend? Wow, those are some brutal answers we could give to her, chat. What are you feeling in your heart today? Yeah, I don't know if he liked Coco Rico. I have no friends. Damn. I feel like he doesn't resent her, like from a plot standpoint. So it'd probably more realistically be 2 or 3. Yeah, I'll go with 2, I guess, given chat's answers. No, I don't resent you, madam. Heard your story in the catacombs. I don't think what you did was right, but it was understandable. Of course, I'm still going to see to it that justice is served for Cocorico's death. But I promise I'm not going to let personal prejudices cloud my judgment. You more ... Maybe I was wrong before when I said you know nothing of justice. You seem like a good prosecutor. Oh, never mind. Never mind, chat. We made a bad choice. We didn't go full Phoenix Wright prosecutor on her. Thank you. I can only aspire to one day be as good as Severin Cocorico was. She ... A new day. She thinks we're good. Yeah, it's true. Do the insanity plea. Let's go to the Palace of Justice. ... So, Sparrowson, how confident do you feel about this trial? Oh no, chat. He's so desperate to talk to somebody, he's talking as though he is Falcon. I think we've become mentally broken. How do you feel about this trial, chat? Are we confident? Are we nervous? Do we JRPG ourselves? Oh no, it's Terrace Pharma? You're right. Nervous or ... Let's ... ourselves. ... That bad, huh? Don't you fret. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed. ... I should get an assistant. Ah, the doors are opening. All right, settle down. Everyone settle down. Is the prosecution here? Sparrowson present. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Excellent. Are the jury all present? All present and accounted for, Your Honor. It is to my understanding that the defense is representing themselves today, correct? Ooh, bad choice. Few more ... That's your cue, madam. Never go pro se, chat. How does that saying go? The man that represents himself has a fool for a client. Few more ... I don't think she'd like my comment. You can see I'm here. Just skip this pantomime nonsense and convict me already. Now, we have a procedure to follow, madam. Let's do this right. Fine, yes, I, Leon Beaumont, am here. Very good. Now, defendant, you're being accused of 3 crimes. First, you're charged with the murder of Severin Cocorico, the well-respected and benevolent prosecutor who worked for this very court. Benevolent prosecutor? What a joke of a phrase. Silence, if you please. Second, you are charged with conspiring to incite a rebellion. And we shall have our rebellion. I said silence! Order! Order! Oh, now it's more like Phoenix Wright. Gotta bang the gavel more. Your third charge is for the murder of Dame Caroline de Miao. Sure, why not? Your Honor, I have doubt that the defendant is guilty of her first... Oh, excuse me. I have no doubt the defendant is guilty of her first and second charges. In fact, I myself bore witness to the murder of Severin Cocorico. Isn't that a conflict of interest at that point, actually? You can even deliver a testimony of the events. Yeah, this is definitely a conflict of interest. That won't be necessary, I confess. Silence from the defense, please. Continue, prosecutor. As I was saying, those 2 charges aren't to be contended. In my mind, they're as clear as day. But I'd like to address the 3rd charge in this trial session. The bombing of Chateau Crenier. The murder of Dame Caroline. I plead guilty. Not just to the murder of Dame whoever, but to all 3 charges. I think this setting is before that becomes an issue, true. Plead whatever you like, madam. I don't believe that you played any part in the attack. You were in the jail at the time of the incident. Couldn't have possibly had the means to even issue an order to a lackey. Tell me, uncover the truth. I call in the investigative officer, Inspector Voloretti, to the witness stand. Ooh, Voloretti is the gumshoe of this case. Ooh, that's not it. That's not good for him, chat. Ooh, downgrade. Inspector Voloretti, please approach the stand and recite the oath. Just what are you playing at, Monsieur Sparrowson? What am I playing at? This was intended to be a straightforward trial. Why are you dragging this out with needless pedantry? Oh boy, we have some very interesting responses we could give to him. We have A, I'm doing my job. B, I'm securing justice. Or C, I'm just wasting time. There's quite a lot of reasons we could be doing this. What do you feel in your heart, chat, is what we should say to him. Chat replying with, clearly I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first day on the job. I know, it really should be there. There should have been the, how does this thing work again? That should have been option 4. I guess 2 is more accurate. What exactly is a lawyer? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's go with 2, Chad. I'm securing justice. Is that what you call this nonsense? Justice? Fine, but you're wasting everyone's time, if you ask me. Whatever, let's get this over with. I, Inspector Just Voloretti, swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Excellent, on to the questioning. Now, Inspector, why do you believe that Madame Beaumont is behind the bombing of Chateau Crenier? Is it not obvious? She has a crystal clear motive. Madame wants a rebellion. By killing a prominent bourgeois figure in a dramatic manner, she stirs up the the tension between the classes. A motive? That's all you're going by? Obviously not. I have evidence too. You have evidence that Madame Beaumont was behind the bombing. Real evidence? You didn't tell me about this before the trial. Oh, now we're in Phoenix Wright territory. Of course they're just introducing evidence willy-nilly. I didn't think it'd be necessary to tell you. How was I to know you would drag this out? Enough bickering, you two. Inspector, present your evidence, including the case of the missing period. Very well, Your Honor. I'll hide it so chat can read it. You will all burn for your sins. Looks like there's some dialogue in the bottom right. Oh. Conveniently, there's a little torn piece of scrap paper. Conveniently, there's a torn piece at the top right. Okay. Right, chat? Oops. Probably shouldn't leave messages for the prosecutor using the evidence. Well, I guess they can't say Falcon is a genius at his crimes. It was crudely fastened to a pillar, around 50 meters from where the explosion occurred. You will all burn for your sins. That message is no doubt intended as a declaration of violence, a warning of what's to come. As you can see, the poster was damaged in the explosion and the ensuing fire. The signatures at the bottom are nearly unreadable. Despite this, it is evident that two names fit the space perfectly. Those names are Fontaine and Piero. Fontaine and Piero? The two bar dwellers? I mean, I knew they were rebels because I saw them in the catacombs with my own eyes, but do you really think they did this? Of course. Nor the names fit the gap. It's far too much of a coincidence to be anyone else. Barrelson ... It's true. I can't think of any other names that fit cleanly in the gaps. As I look at Sparrowson. The inspector's evidence appears to be pretty convincing, prosecutor. Are you done with your direct examination? No, Your Honor. No, I'm not. There's no way that poster was written by Fontaine and Piero, and I intend to prove it. You're welcome to try. But make it snappy, Monsieur Sparrowson. Cross-examination. Select to save into question. Poster, crime scene, declaration of violence, Fontaine and Piero. Do I just ask about the poster directly? I mean, obviously I know this is the piece of evidence that should go with it. Maybe I can look to see the poster. Let's take a closer look at this poster. Comparison ... That burned edge, that torn corner. Let's go with that torn corner. The torn corner in the upper right. What about it? It look a little odd, almost as if it had been removed deliberately. Seems more than a little speculative. Not at all, Inspector. As it happens, I know for a fact the poster was torn. I have proof. Well, I mean, I'm gonna present the fountain note. Inspector Voloretti, I found this note in the garden of the Chateau Crenaire. A note, you say? Let's have a look. Sparrowson, believe in yourself. What is this sentimental rubbish? Some sort of self-help pamphlet? Ignore the contents of the note for a moment, Inspector. Focus on the shape of the paper. The shape? What appears to be a torn corner of paper. Probably ripped from a larger sheet. ... Wait, this tear. It looks familiar. You see it too. Oh no, not the torn edge, chat. Oh, I hate the torn edge. The torn edge of the note matches the torn corner of the poster. What conclusion can we draw from this? I posit that the person who wrote the note is the same person who designed and wrote the poster. That's a reasonable claim. We don't see anything to indicate who wrote this note. It's unsigned. It doesn't need a signature, Inspector. I know of only one person who would leave a note in a place like that. And then we still like Beaumont. Anyway, we're gonna select JJ Falcon, the aviary attorney himself. Don't want to throw anyone under the horse carriage, especially this person. But well, in my opinion, the only person who fits is... Mon Dieu, what was that? Explosion. It sounded like it came from right outside. No doubt about it. Humor, did you arrange this? What? Me? No, I have no idea what's going on. I hate to, be the bearer of, bad news, but, well, in a matter of speaking, how to put this? For pity's sake, spit it out, monsieur. Fire! There's a big fire! Here? In the Palace of Justice? Not just the Palace of Justice. The whole island is ablaze. It's crazy. We've got to get out of here right now. Okay, you heard the rabbit. Everybody clear out. Court is adjourned. I'm not through with you, Beaumont. Spit it out. Are you behind this fire? I told you I have no idea what's going on. Now, can you please undo my shackles so I can avoid burning to death? We need to go, Inspector. Don't lie to me, Lioness. Is this your plan? Is one of your lackeys trying to break you out? Is this the start of the rebellion proper? You're acting ridiculous. I'm telling you that explosion had nothing to do with me. Already dotted. You're telling the truth, aren't you? You honestly played no part in the Chateau Crenera incident. You honestly know nothing about this fire. I'm not lying, nor am I lying, exactly. Seriously, we have to go, Inspector. Right, let's go. Wait, Sparrowson. Undo my shackles, please. You aren't going to seriously let me die here, are you? Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Our options are 1, undo the shackles, or 2, let her be. Wow. Damn, chat. Justice is served. Despite the piping hot heat of the fire, that is cold. Damn, chat. What do you want to do, chat? Should we save her? Crazy. Justice is a sharp knife, apparently. I don't know, chat. I don't think this will influence the ending too much, but maybe it adds a scene or removes the scene. We're all killers deep down, chat. We'll give chat a moment to think. I know they're given they're given the opportunity to just straight up murder again. Man, twice in one playthrough? Madness. Also, I never know why these other characters never showed up. Did we just actually miss people in the main playthrough? I guess we had to have. We saw all the main characters, but maybe there was like some other town event I skipped and I forgot about. Kirk saying, all according to justice. It is fair, however, it is fair saying you should probably ask for shackles to be removed, though I'd like to see the other answer. Well, I mean, you can. This is your choice. You're only gonna get one. I'm not gonna replay this. It has to be the ending you want to see, chat. I mean, it's not a very humane way to go. I mean, she's gonna die regardless, but technically, if we free her, she could kill somebody again. Chat with the moral conjuring. Oh, undo the shackles. There we go. We got a definitive answer. Of course not. Sit tight. I think they keep a spare set of jail keys around the judge's podium somewhere. Few more dots. There are some dots. I swear it's somewhere around here. Sparrowson, for what it's worth, I'm sorry for killing that prosecutor. Cocorico. I'd be lying if I said that killing that bird didn't bring me relief. It did. It took a weight off my heart that had been there for years. I'm starting to think that what I did was... well, it wasn't justice. I don't think it was, at least. Comparison dots. Ah, I found the key. Take it, undo your chains and you're free to go. You're letting me walk? Yep. You know that I'm gonna take this opportunity to flee the country, right? Sounds good. Try Britain, or maybe America. I hear America is nice. Oh, that's such a lie. Few more dots. Why are you doing this? I thought prosecutors were all about punishing the guilty. I don't know much about being a prosecutor, madam. I've only had this job for 4 days, after all. But I do know that Cocorico wouldn't call a person burning to death justice, even if that person were guilty. I'm just following his example. Following Cocorico's example. ... Was the Cocorico I saw as a child different to the Cocorico I killed? I don't know. Here people can change. We don't really have time for this discussion, madam. Cocorico's a fool then? Wow. Chat with the brutal lines and the responses. Because, you know, fiery, imminent death and stuff. Right, you lead the way. Actually, I'm meeting the inspector out front, so you may want to take a back exit. The inspector would see us both hanged if he knew what I just did. I understand. Then we probably won't meet again, so I suppose this is goodbye. Indeed. Good luck, Madame Beaumont. And to you, Sparrowson. You are a first-rate lawyer. I'm first-rate? There we go. Good, you made it out safely. Any problems? Ooh. Do we even tell him? Well, chat, you have an opportunity. I don't think it would go well if we told him, but you could in theory. Our options are, well, ... or no. Chat saying you're a third-rate lawyer with a fourth-rate deck, damn. We got Joey Wheelered. She kibed us. I guess we'll say no. I will assume that unless Chad has another choice as I rehydrate. Chad says no, no problems for us. At least she's America's problem now. I like that idea. No, no problems at all. Excellent. Looks like the rabbit was right. The buildings are on fire from riverside to riverside. Need to get off this island right away. Hold on, Inspector. There's something important I need to tell you. Save it. Our safety takes priority. The fastest way out of here would be the Rue d'Arcole by Notre Dame. That's a dawdle, Monsieur Sparrowson. On the streets of the, Isle de la Cité? Remember we looked up what that meant last time, but that's fine. Panic people of all ages and classes scurry away from the engulfing fire. The very human-looking people, I would like to state. I know, dirty humans. How dare they stain this area? Smoke billows out of the burning buildings, enveloping the sky in a dark cloud. This place is in utter chaos. Inspector, slow down. I really need to tell you this. Can wait. It really can't. Listen, back in the catacombs, Falcon told me something. I thought he was saying stupid things because he was angry and stressed. But then, with the Chateau Crenier incident and now this, well, I think he might have been telling the truth and... Cut the preamble and spit it out. Falcon told me that he was the Viridian killer. Already ... Inspector? ... Are you okay? ... Huh, I knew it. Run along, Sparrowson. Get off the island safely. You aren't coming too? No. I think I'm gonna arrest the Viridian killer. Hunted him for 18 years, and now I finally have my opportunity. You're going to arrest Falcon, but you don't know where he is. I do know where he is. That arrogant Phil's Depute is watching us right now. He is? I don't see him. Like I said, this is my arrest to make, Sparrowson. Run along. Inspector? Sparrowson ... What do I do now? Whoa. Okay. Falcon getting a little murder roomy on us. That's a look. Such a beautiful view. A perfect place to watch the city burn. Falcon ... Inspector, it's about time. Come on, step out of the shadows. You... I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You were the one responsible for the bombings of the July Revolution. You are the ones responsible for the bombings of today. You are the Viridian Killer. I am. Oh, such a brazen confession. You knew before Sparrowson told you, didn't you? How long have you known? I've always had my suspicions. A falcon acting as a defense lawyer? Laughable. It is your nature to be a bird of prey. But it wasn't until Cocorico and I carried out our investigation that my suspicions turned to evidence-based reasoning. You changed your name between 1829 and 1832. Why? Because you wanted to distance yourself from your old identity. That of the Viridian Killer. I knew that you had the murderous spirit in you. I knew that, under the right pressure, I could draw that spirit out. So I created a perfect scenario. You're a fool, Inspector, but I can't fault your intuition. I suppose you wish to arrest me. Of course, I will arrest you. I will have you tried, and I'll have you executed in the name of justice. Justice. You talk as if I'm the only one who stands here as a sinner. You, Inspector, are just as guilty as I am. Ha! I'm an upstanding citizen. You were the one responsible for Severin Cocorico's death. You were the one who ordered for him to undertake a mission that he had no chance of completing. You knew from the moment you set him to confront the rebels that he would be killed like a street dog. And for what? To anger me? To make me lash out? Well, congratulations. You succeeded. Here I stand as the Viridian Killer. Cocorico is dead and Paris is ablaze. Dozens have died so that you could fulfill your lust for punishing criminals. Already ... I've broken no law. I've done no wrong. You think the law defines right and wrong? That's a disgusting level of naivety. Regardless of what's written in the law books, we are both sinners of the worst kind, Inspector. We both deserve justice. Let us be judged by the way of the ancient regime. Let us settle this through the oldest form of trial known to man. Oh, are they gonna shoot each other? Oldest form of trial. You wish to duel. Oh, there we go, chat. Damn, I'm on point today. Indeed. I'm sure that you brought a pistol. I brought one of my own. This is a farce. I'm not going to duel you. Oh, he doesn't want to duel us? He's clearly not living the Yu-Gi-Oh lifestyle. I know. Where's the trading cards? I'm not going to give you a choice. On the count of 5, I'm going to turn and shoot. You can participate, or you could be killed. Ooh. Chat, should I participate or purposely get killed? Actually, chat, I should ask you this now, because it might be a time minigame. Should I actually turn to shoot Falcon at all? Question mark, if given the choice. I'll let chat think about it for like 5 or 10 seconds as I rehydrate. I don't know if it'll make a difference here, but it is interesting that we could have the choice. Okay, let's see what the next dialogue has in store for us. You really are the monster I expected you to be, Viridian Killer. Count. 1. Turn and shoot on 1? That is diabolical. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is that is messed up. Oh damn. Well, chat, are we shooting on 1? We're gonna need some quick answers. It was like, wait a minute. Do we just waste Falcon right here? I kind of want to see the turn and shoot on 1. That's brutal. I'm gonna count 1, bang. Just have some on her or not. Is he set on 5? I could shoot him on any other number if I wanted to. I feel like if we were gonna do it, we either wait on 5 or we shoot on literally 1. I feel like no other option is worth doing. I don't see the point in shooting on 2, 3, 4, etc. Damn, I'm so curious. Shoot him. There we go. 1. You shot early. I knew that you would. You're a damn hypocrite. Fucking ... Fucking still ... So this is how it ends for us. 2 old birds going up in flame. I can hear the people chanting. Liberty, equality, fraternity. Oh, the name of the 3 days, excuse me, of our chapters there. Nice. The rebellion really has begun. ... No. This isn't right. I can't leave things like this. Inspector, I have a confession. I am not the Viridian killer. Yes, I bombed Chateau Crenier. I did that to get my revenge on an enemy of mine. And yes, I set the city island on fire to spite you. But the real Viridian killer, the one who maimed you in the July Revolution 18 years ago, that wasn't me. I have no idea who that person is. ... Did you hear me, Inspector? ... Oh, you're already gone. ... Maybe it's for the best you didn't hear. Truth is overrated anyway. ... This is it. This is my time to go. ... Not on my watch. Come on your feet. ... Sparrowson? They're like, wow, you saved me. Here's your $500 bill. Alive, but indentured servitude forever. Let's see how much the hospital's gonna charge us. How is he, doctor? That beak with the needle combo is certainly something. Physically, Falcon's injuries are pretty minor. Just some minor burns and a superficial gunshot wound. Only superficial? Man, the inspector is a bad shot. But mentally, I think he'll need a little more time. I see. Don't fret. This hospital is the best mental health care in all of Europe. We'll do everything we can to put him right. He has no hands and 1 eye. Yeah, you're right, chat. He did his best. That's fair. He tried. Thank you, doctor. Can I speak to him? Sure, that's no problem at all. Actually, you should take him for a walk by the river. Maybe that'll do him some good. Is he gonna dive in the river and escape? Falcon ... Sparrowson ... Hi, Sparrowson. Hi, Falcon. Feeling okay? Yeah. Don't worry. I haven't gone loopy. Like Sparrowson, who's gone insane in the 4 days. That's a relief. Come on, let's take a walk. Let's hold human hands as we go out together. So, looks like the rebel uprising was successful. The Prime Minister fled. The King was booted out of the country. France has a new and scary future ahead of it, doesn't it? Yes, I suppose so. ... From Falcon. I hear Judge Maxime granted you a full legal license. Yeah, I'm a real attorney now. Congratulations are in order. You must be proud. I am. You decided what kind of law you're going to specialize in. Oh no. Oh no, chat. We get to choose. We have the options of A, I'm going to be a defense attorney. B, I'm going to be a prosecutor. Or C, I'm going into contract law. Oh no. That would be the plot twist. We just realized we had enough of the courtroom. That is quite an ending we can give. What do you think we learned from all this, chat? The contract law one is kind of good. We might select that one. I'm kind of thinking about it. So if we say prosecutor, he's going to say his idol is Cocorico. If we say defense attorney, he's probably going to mention Falcon. And if he goes into contract law, he says the court system sucks. It's gonna work on this instead. I don't want to go to the courtroom anymore. Which, should be fair, is probably the correct choice. But anyway, Chad, you get to decide. What is his life gonna be like? What is the Sparrowson of your playthrough going to end his journey on? Other than apparently having 90 francs in his wallet. Which I guess he stole from Falcon, because I don't think Falcon gave his money over at any point. And yet this entire time, Chad, I still never figured out who those people were. Cause there's Piero and Fontaine, so I don't know who these people would have been, but whatever. It is what it is. They never showed up in any of our endings, question mark. You know what? Screw it. Contract law? Okay, that's it. We're selecting it. I'm going into contract law. Contract law? I'm kidding. It hasn't come to that. I just haven't decided on a specialized field yet. I see. Press and ... I think we made enough small talk, Falcon. There's something serious we need to discuss. Falcon ... The bombings. Only Inspector Volaretti and I know you were behind the attacks of the Chateau Crenier and the courthouse. And only he and I know that you are the Viridian killer. So with him gone, it's just me. I see. You plan on turning me in? Ooh. Uh-oh, chat. Oh, man. Yes or no? Wow. Can you imagine going this far and just dunking them? Justice is served, chat. So your options are, do we turn him in? I guess that's your ending once you make that choice. Kirk saying, I mean, considering that he saved him, that's a whole lot of effort just to save him, and we let the other person go, so I'd say no. There we go. Okay, we'll go with internal consistency, as opposed to chaos theory, where we just do whatever we want. No. Why not? It's difficult to say. Still trying to get a handle on this justice malarkey. Right now, I don't know what's right or wrong. Are you a murderer? Should you be in prison? I don't know. This whole thing is a mess. I find myself asking, what would Cocorico do? Well, apparently get shot in the head if we're going off the plot, but I don't think we want to do that. Probably give a stupid Voltaire quip. I guess. ... Listen, Sparrowson, I want to thank you for not turning me in, but I think I'm going to stay at the hospital for a little while. Or maybe a long while. You could call it penance if you want. I understand. Falcon ... Sparrowson ... You know, you could just go, make a run for it. I won't be able to catch you. Bet you can even make it all the way up to Khalees. Yeah, I probably could, but I won't. You don't want to be free? Of course. I want to fly away more than anything. Here we go, chat. We're officially in ending territory. But some birds need to be kept caged. Captain America like the other one I let go. Nani? Exactly, chat. Well, I guess no matter what ending we pick, we aren't the Viridian killer. But in one ending, we definitely kill people, so okay. If only he had wings instead of these horrible human hands, it's so true. So now I think, chat, we have officially seen all 3 endings. Honestly, I kind of like this one a bit better than the neutral ending. I like that we just straight up said, I'm done with this. Like, it at least committed. Like, we got our revenge on the person from the first case. It was satisfying in a different way. Finn. You reached the end of Route A, Liberty. I don't know why I clicked A on my controller, because I've been using that the entire time. The ending you receive is determined by the decisions you made in Chapter 3. Yep. Try tackling the trial in the catacombs differently in order to see a different ending. Well, unfortunately, chat, that was our last ending. We went BCA, which you would have thought from, like, bad ending to good ending, it would have been ABC or CBA, but no, it's BCA. Thank you for playing, Aviary Attorney. Well, I guess we'll go to load a previous day just to showcase chat. We have completed every day in the game. It is over. Our playthrough is done. So chat. Yeah, you love the fins. They would have fin hands, I'm sure, in another universe. But I think from the standpoint of the playthrough, I will say the only thing that was just kind of annoying was kind of going through the whole game without knowing how important money is. And, like, it actually kind of was important. I wonder if you could have gotten away with the bare minimum in cash. I think you could have completed some of what you needed there. But, like, the photograph, for example, where we had to pay money for it, didn't really do anything. So, like, in that ending, the money didn't matter. And the few times you did need money, I am pretty sure the game just kind of gives it to you. And in the event that you don't have the right evidence, then you get the bad ending in Chapter 3, because you can't solve the case, because you don't have, like, the fishing pole stuff. So, like, it technically only super mattered in Chapter 3, but yeah, I did not really like that mechanic or addition to the game. I wish it had, like, other alternatives, like we could have saved up money to, like, purchase, like, extras in the game at the end based off of how much money we had, or something else that it was mechanically used for something other than buying, like, chocolate bars or whatever. But it is what it is. But I think for now, chat, we're going to pause on the playthrough. We're going to, I guess, in a moment or two, go into the final thoughts. But I think from the standpoint of this particular portion of the video, we are done. I do not really have much else to add. It was probably my second most liked ending. I think I like the good ending actually more. But this was a satisfying bad ending. But I think from the standpoint, chat, let's go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube. If you did watch to this point in the video or the VOD, I'd just like to say thanks for watching. And I guess see you again next time in the final thoughts.